The WPI Sports and Recreation Center once again is the site for Day 3, our final day of the 2026 GNAC Swim and Dive Championships. Alongside Avery Abreu and Mina, I am Jeremy Abreu from Abreu Media Productions, bringing you all of the action here this weekend tonight. Should be a good one. It's Day 3 finals. We'll bring you up to date. Oh, we got some Patriots. It's going to be a big themed Patriot show, folks. Just letting you know. There's going to be a lot of football talk in here. We're going to cover the meet, and we're going to give the meet and these student athletes their just coverage. But we are definitely going to be talking Patriots. They got some Patriot entrance music playing in the background here. It is crazy. It's going to be an exciting, exciting night. We'll dive into the scores real quick. Let's see. The scores through event 33. We'll go to the women first. It's Norwich 667, University of St. Joseph 455, Simmons 370. If we go to the men's side, Norwich, University of St. Joseph, and Regis. So those are the top three teams on each, the men's and the women's side. Those are unofficial scores, of course. We will get into more official scores later in the broadcast. We are going to have Emily Faint singing the national anthem tonight. Yeah, they got the great music going in here, folks. We are ready. We are ready and fired up. The timers are in place. Emily Faint will be making her way over to the table so she can sing the national anthem, which she will do very, very shortly. And we are just delighted to be here. It's been a great weekend here at WPI. We've had great swims. We've seen great performances. Everyone that's worked on the production staff, Mina, Avery, everybody else has been absolutely on point this weekend. And it really takes a whole team to put a broadcast together. I certainly appreciate all the kind words that you all have sent to me through email, through messages. It's just flattering. So I really appreciate it. Very happy. And again, looking forward to a great night. When Tim McDonald kicks it off here tonight, which will be shortly, we will go down to him on the PA. He has not. There's Emily Faint, so she's getting ready. And we will bring you her. You're going to have to get off that. All right, Tim's going to kick it off here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's final session of the 2026 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Swimming and Diving Championships. I would now kindly ask if you are able to please rise and direct your attention to the flag for the singing of our national anthem by our one and only Emily Faint, the senior from Norwich University.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet
Emily Fate, ladies and gentlemen, from Norwich University, will get ready for Tim McDonald's kickoff.
A reminder, the Great Northeast Athletic Conference promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated. Public intoxication, the consumption and possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products are also grounds for removal from the site of competition, and other disciplinary actions may ensue. We will be beginning tonight's final event for this 2026.
All right, folks, we are getting ready to go. Our B final of the women's 100 freestyle. That is, of course, the famous Tim McDonald on the mic. And we're off and running. We'll go to Tim McDonald for those lane intros.
In lane 3, Alyssa Defoe. Lane 4, Jocelyn Lewis. Lane 5, Maddie O. Lane 6, Peyton Tyler. Lane 7, Rachel McNally. Lane 8, Alex Ochat. Lane 9, Clarissa Weaver. And in lane 10, Ella McKenzie.
So Peyton Tyler, 104.36 this morning in prelims. She's in 6. Rachel McNally in 7 from Elms. Peyton Tyler this morning was a 30.87. She's a 30.46 tonight. So she's out a little faster than she was this morning. She's built up that lead slightly
Peyton
over
Tyler
Rachel McNally. McNally went a 30.55. She was a 30.51 this morning. So the combination of Tyler being faster, McNally just a tad bit slower, is going to lead to Peyton Tyler being our opening heat winner here in lane 6. Have a swim, Peyton. 102.94. Peyton Tyler gets it done. Peyton Tyler gets it done here. There she is. What a great swim by Tyler. We'll go to our full results here. So this is our A final. We're going to see Carly Quinlan once again. 52.77 this morning in prelims. Quinlan is an absolute rocket in the water.
And now swimming in your championship final. In lane 3 from Elms College, Alyssa Shanteni. Lane 4 from Norwich University, Caitlin Daly. Lane 5 from Elms College, Joni McGillis. Lane 6 from Simmons, Kylie Quinlan. Lane 7 from Regis, Sophia Caruso. Lane 8 from Norwich University, Alana Kelleher. Lane 9 from Norwich University, Deanna Parrott. And in lane 10 from the University of St. Joseph is Delaney Towie. Mr. Starter.
So the 1650 is our third event. It's going to start at approximately 6:15. The women's, nope, those are awards. Sorry, that's wrong. 5:16. Sorry about that. 5:16, the mile. Here we go, off and running. Carly Quinlan from Simmons. 52.77 this morning. Shattini, Daly, McGillis, Caruso, Kelleher, Parrott, and Towie. Quinlan's getting a good push right here by Sophia Caruso. Look at Caruso here, looking strong. So Sophia Caruso, she went at 53.71 this morning. She may be your leader at the turn. This would be quite the upset here. Carly Quinlan, Sophia Caruso, battling here. Caruso, what a swim she's having, getting to the wall at the 75-yard mark. Quinlan's going to have to really battle here to take over this lead. 15 yards to go right now. It's Caruso in 7, Quinlan in 6. Here comes Carly Quinlan at the flags, into the wall, and it will be Caruso. 52-54, Sophia Caruso gets it done. What a swim by Caruso. She drops over a second from this morning, and she is your conference champion in the 100 freestyle. There are your full results. What a race there. Amazing job by Sophia Caruso. Both Caruso and Quinlan had ridiculously good times. Caruso went a 52.5. She was 0.6 of a second faster than Quinlan, who went a 53.1. Maybe this is a sign to come for the Patriots tonight. An underdog beats the favorite. Adrian Riendo will be our favorite tonight. We'll hand it off to Tim McDonald.
Now swimming in your championship final. In lane 3 from Norwich University is Kyle Stoddard. Lane 4 from Norwich University, Michael Carpenter. Lane 5 from Norwich University, Noah Lowe. Lane 6 from Norwich University is Adrian Rindau. Lane 7 from Norwich University, Gabe Wedig. Lane 8 from Regis, Ariyaman Nagaraj. In lane 9 from Regis, Andy Martin. And in lane 10 from Norwich University, Daniel Conroy.
So here we go, folks. Our favorite is Adrian Riendo. He's the only swimmer to go sub 50 this morning, 49.37. Wedig went a 50.87. They were the only two actually to go under 51. And here is our A final. Good start there in reaction time by Riendo. He always has good starts. 25 yards in, it is Adrian Riendo, but he's right there inside of Lowe and Wedig. Adrian Riendo this morning, he was out in a 23.44. He's out in a 23.36, so he's faster than he was this morning. Seems like everyone is racing for second right now. Not sure if anyone's going to catch Riendo in this final 25, although we'll see. Lowe in 5, Wedig in 7. They'll make a push here, but it looks like it will be Adrian Riendo at the flags, at the wall, and a conference champion, 48.96. For Riendo, Wedig takes second, Lowe takes third. Norwich sweeps the podium here, 1, 2, and 3. Adrian Riendo, your winner, as we go to the full results here.
Our next event is event 45, women's 50-yard breaststroke, consolation final.
Our next event is the 50 breaststroke. This will be the B final. No flyover starts here in the GNAC, so everyone must get out of the pool after every event before the next event can start.
Now swimming. In lane 3, Madison Johnson. Lane 4, Caroline Capel. Lane 5, Ivy Castrillo. Lane 6, Isabella Brooks. Lane 7, Juliana Violet. Lane 8, Clarissa Weaver. And in lane 9, Rinka Inu.
50 breast, up and back. Brooks went a 38-35 this morning. She is in lane 6, but right now it's Izzy Castrillo and Juliana Violette. Who's going to get to the wall first?
Coming down the line, going to be a photo finish on this one.
And it's going to be Castrillo by 7/100ths of a second. She'll outtouch her teammate, Juliana Violette. Brooks takes third in a good performance. So it's Castrillo in lane 5 getting it done in a 38-25. We'll go to our full results here. It was Castrillo, Violette, and Brooks as we prepare for the A final.
Now swimming in your championship final. In lane 3 from Norwich University, Abby Houghton. Lane 4 from Simmons, Julia Long. Lane 5 from Norwich University, Viv Bunton. Lane 6 from Norwich University, Delaney Allen. Lane 7 from Simmons, B. Eccles. Lane 8 from Regis, Sophia Nyland. Lane 9 from Simmons, Charlotte Doherty. And in lane 10 from Elms College, Sasha Plotnick.
One swimmer went faster than a 34 this morning. That was Delaney Allen in lane 6 from Norwich. She's already won the one breast. Here we go. This is your women's 50 breast A final. Good clean start. This is an up and back, and this is also an event. Any of the 50s here, the reaction time is so important. How fast you're able to get off the blocks and get into your stroke key. How good you handle that wall at the 25-yard mark. You have to have clean, crisp, efficient turns. That's what Delaney Allen has done, and that is going to make her extremely difficult to catch here. In the final 5 yards, it will be Delaney Allen from Norwich, your 50 breast champion, 32.76. She chops off 0.8 of a second from this morning. Nice swim there by Allen. We'll go to our full results here and get ready for our A final on the men's side. I'll tell you, this kid, that is great. It looks like Ryan Kim representing the Seahawks with his neon green get up. Here we go. Here's our intros. Tim McDonald.
In lane 5 from Regis, Ryan Kim. Lane 6 from Norwich University, Christian Nadalinitsky. Lane 7 from the University of St. Joseph, Nate Brasky. And in lane 8 from Norwich University, Riken Vanima.
So Christian Adlaninsky, not only was he under 28, he was under 27 this morning, 26.57. Again, he's going to be someone very difficult to beat here in this sprint breaststroke. Here is your A final. Adlaninsky, a great breaststroke pullout, a good breakout, and here comes Adlaninsky. He's getting chased by Kim below him, Brasky above him, but no one is going to chase or catch Christian Adlianitsky at the flags and into the wall for the 50 breast championship, 26:57, the same time as he went this morning. So a 26:57 for the second time today. Christian Adlianitsky does the water fountain celebration, and there are your full results. So we'll go to awards for event 43. Huh?
And now time for our awards ceremony for event 43, women's 100-yard freestyle. In third place with an official time of 55:13 from Norwich University, it's Alana Kelleher. In second place with an official time of 53:16 from Simmons is Kylie Quinlan. And your 2026 GNAC Women's 100-yard freestyle champion with an official time of 52:55 from Regis is Sophia Caruso. Congratulations, swimmers. And now for our award ceremony for event 44, men's 100-yard freestyle. In third place with an official time of 50.43 from Norwich University is Noah Lowe. In second place with an official time of 50.18 from Norwich University is Gabe Wettig. And your 2026 GNAC Men's 100-yard freestyle champion with an official time of 48:96 from Norwich University, Adrian Rindo. Congratulations, swimmers. For our next event, it's event 47, women's 1650-yard freestyle championship final.
I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. It was a crush, but I couldn't get enough. It was a rush, but I gave it up.
And now swimming in your championship final. In lane 3 from the University of St. Joseph, Charlotte Poltoneri. In lane 4 from St. Joseph's College, Morgan Farley. Lane 5 from Simmons, Laura Luthi. Lane 6 from Regis, Ava Hubster. Lane 7 from Norwich University is Anna Goslin. Lane 8 from Simmons, Ansley Haran. Lane 9 from Norwich University, Ruby Noth. And in lane 10 from Albertus Magnus College, Mia Cortez. Mr. Starter.
All right, we're ready to go here. There are your lane assignments. This is the 1650. This is the longest race that we will see tonight, along with the men's 1650. Ava Hubster, our favorite here. The 1650 was seeded with 1,000 times, so Ava Hubster leads the way. Anna Goslin from Norwich, Laura Luthi, all in the mix here.
Notably from this morning, we had 3 swimmers compete earlier today. Alicia Chinetti with a 20:37.45.
So everyone by now, I'm guessing, at 5:19 is at their friend's Super Bowl party. You know, Kevin Farris, I agree. I got the, I have a tablet running here, your little YouTube TV action. So we got the pregame on, and Vrabel looks ready. Fired up for Mike Vrabel, but take a look at Mia Cortez here in lane 10. So Cortez won the 4 IM. I don't have all my winners in front of me at the moment, but I'm pretty sure she won a breaststroke event too, or was at the top. But look at Cortez in lane 10. Could we have some serious outside smoke here? Now, I realize we're only 100 yards in. This is a long, long race. But definitely something to keep an eye on right now is Mia Cortez at the top of your screen in lane 10.
Mia Cortez over in lane 10, already taking an early lead with a 102 on her first 100. Splitting a quick 32.8 on that 50 split.
So right now it is Mia Cortez in lane 10.
Settle into her pace. Mia Cortez with a 34.05. In the middle of the pool, Anna Goslin from Norwich.
Anna Goslin from Norwich in second right now in lane 7. Again, we're very early here. Anything can happen. All of these swimmers need to execute whatever their race plan is. Everyone is unique. Everyone has a different strategy as to how they like to attack these long distance swims. Some folks like to get out early. Some folks like to lurk in the background a little bit. Some folks like to alternate. I've seen a lot of swimmers who will take 150 and they'll go probably 80%. Then maybe the next 50, they'll go 60%, especially in the beginning. You're feeling yourself out. You're seeing how your body feels, how your body responds, how that lactic acid buildup is affecting your muscles. And I'll be lying if I wouldn't say you're also trying to keep a peek on the rest of the field as well. You never want to swim for somebody else, but these swimmers are all taking a look. When they're breathing, they're assessing, all right, where am I? Where is she? I was supposed to be in front of her, I'm behind her. I was supposed to be ahead of her, I'm behind her, whatever the case may be. So a lot of strategy going along here. Mia Cortez remains the leader. She went out in a 29.83, which was the fastest in the field by almost 2 seconds. So she went out really fast. Not ever seeing Cortez swim distance before. My fear for Cortez is how fast she has gone out. 29.8, 32.8, 34.0, 34.9, 35.11, 35.17. So she went out really fast. It's going to be very interesting to see if she's able to keep this pace up, or at least a somewhat similar pace to what she is going right now. But I'll tell you, she's got those legs kicking. Another thing you'll see with distance swimmers a lot is they'll do what they call float the legs, where they'll barely kick or they'll do like a flutter kick every few strokes and save those legs. Cortez is not flutter kicking. She is churning up some white water in back of her pretty good. So again, that's impressive to see early, but it remains to be seen whether she'll be able to keep this up as we get into the middle and even the latter stages of this mile. But right now, she's looking dynamite here. She just had her fourth fastest split, 35:03. Now she's at 35:14. So listen, maybe Cortez is just built like that. She went out really fast, and she has a great pace. Right now, she's almost 8 seconds ahead of Anna Gosselin, 13 ahead of Luthi, and 13 ahead of Ava Hubster.
Which from my judgment seems to be a mile with a 19:50.30.
Also, folks, just to keep in mind, there are two of us who do, and I've heard a lot of people put into the live chat like pronunciations. Tim McDonald does the PA, so we pipe him into the PA or into the broadcast for some of the announcements. I do most of the commentary and such. But Cortez, 35:16 there. She's been amazingly consistent. Her last 6 splits have been sub 35:16. Extremely impressive when you consider the rest of the field is around a 36 mid to a 36 high. And that is what you have seen that is making Cortez's lead continue to grow. Now 10.5 seconds. 10.5 second lead at the 500-yard mark. So again, something to keep an eye on. Cortez is really floating out there.
That same speed. Anna Gosling doing the same. Holding on to those first and second place spots.
Anna Gosselin remains in second. Ava Hubster remains in third.
As of right now.
But right now it is all Cortez.
Laura Luthi and Ava Hubster over lanes 5 and 6 respectively.
I might have to look up Cortez's best time in the mile this year.
Near shoulder to shoulder as they jostle back and forth. Laura Luthi holding a 36.4. Ava Hubster with a 37.28.
So we're going to take a look at times this year in the conference in the 1650. Mia's got the best time. Okay, 19:50.30. Anna Gosselin 20:29. It's a big difference there. It's a big difference. So I guess it shouldn't surprise me that Cortez is out this fast and holding it. She's picked up those splits. She's slowed them down just a little bit. So 35.7, 35.9, our last 250s. But most importantly, those were the fastest in the field. Those were the fastest in the field for sure. Kevin, isn't that funny? I was thinking to myself too, I will be in Austin at some point this year. And I kid you not, about a month or so ago, one of my customers in that area was talking about getting together, and I was like, when I go out there, I got to look up my guy, Kevin. So I'm sure, I don't know if you're on LinkedIn, Kevin. I am. Let's get connected on LinkedIn for sure. But right now, it is all Mia Cortez, 8:05.45 through 700. She's holding those 35 mids, I'll tell you. Mia Cortez is impressive right here, folks.
Anna Gosling doing the same. Holding those low 37s.
So the question that I'm Perfect. Thank you, Kevin. Or, Kevin, info at abrewmediaproductions.com. I'm going to put it in the... Just shoot me an email there. So my question is, with Mia Cortez, Mia's got the top time in the conference in the mile. She's got the second fastest time in the 1,000, because a lot of times what they'll do is they'll seed based on the 1,000, because the mile isn't offered all the time or even a lot of the time. How is Mia swimming out of lane 10?
Mia Cortez has now rounded the halfway point officially.
And I'm looking at the entry times here. They seeded Mia because of her mile time, and they must have seeded everyone else on their 1,000 time. It's not her fault. So I think that's what must have happened here, folks.
Anna Gosling at the halfway mark, 10:15:22.
Okay, so I think I got my question answered here. Cortez, and I'm going to say mistakenly, was seeded with her mile time, which is 19:50:30, and everybody else in the race was seeded with their 1,000 times. So, of course, that would put Cortez in lane 10, which she should have been swimming out of lane 6. So... it is crazy. I mean, she is holding 35s wildly. And Mia Cortez is just built like that. Congratulations to her. 1,000 yards in. I mean, it doesn't look like she's about to let down anytime soon, folks. Laura Luthi has moved into second. Anna Gosselin dropped down to third. So that's where we stand right now. Cortez in first in lane 10. Luthi second in lane 5. Gosselin third in lane 7.
Mia Cortez picking up a little bit of speed on that previous 50, 35:26. Now clocking a 35:22, only 4/100ths of a second of separation between those two 50s.
Cortez continuing to rock and roll here.
However, she's starting to get that lead foot again. Really starting to give it the extra gear. Laura Luthi with a 36:22. Also starting to gain some more speed.
So Cortez continuing to rock and roll here. Laura Luthi in second in lane 5 from Simmons. Cortez continues to lead the way at the 1,200-yard mark. Luthi in second, Gosselin third. Cortez is still holding those 35s. She's at a 35.6 right now.
Luthi with a 14:24.20. Gosselin with a 14:37.23.
Cortez in 10. Luthi in 5. Gosselin in 3. Cortez approaching the 1,400-yard mark. And as you can see, when it gets to this point in the race, this swimmer's everywhere. So we give you that wide shot. We have great camera work here by Mina, trying to keep the leader, who is Cortez, in lane 10 at the top of your screen. We try and keep her in the frame with Mina's camera, and then we have the wide shot. But it is Mina Cortez continuing her assault on the mile here. Again, her best time is a 19:50. She's got 250 yards to go. $14.50, 200 yards to go from Mia Cortez. Continuing to look strong. Laura Luthi in second, Anna Gosselin in third. Folks, we are at 5:36. I think we are T-minus 1 hour away from kickoff. Super Bowl 60, New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. It's crazy that it's still an hour away. My blood pressure is rising with every minute that goes by. Cortez now at the 1,500-yard mark, so she's got 150 to go. She will be the runaway winner here. Again, she has held those 35 splits. I don't think she's been as high as a 36 this whole race. Let me check. She has not. She has not. Oh, her first 36. I shouldn't have said it. I jinxed her. She just went a 36-1. Her first 36 split of the entire race comes at the 15:50 mark, holding those 35s. And I can tell you, she's going to make it up, because in her final 50, she is going to turn it on. She's going to hear that bell, the favorite sound of a distance swimmer. They hear that bell, and all of a sudden they get injected with energy here. And she does. Look at Mia Cortez.
Giving everything that she's got, leaving it in the pool. White water behind Mia Cortez as she sees the double red. 25 yards remain.
Cortez there, a little bonus coverage from Mia Cortez. What a performance here in the women's mile. She will be your conference champion. She will destroy her entry time. Destroy it.
Unofficial. Dash, dash, dot, dash, dash, dash.
She had a soft touch at the wall. We don't know her time because she soft touched.
It was approximately a 1918.
1918 approximately.
Actually takes the women 16:50.
So 1918 the time for Cortez.
The race for second is now complete. Laura Luthi.
So Laura Luthi takes second with a 1951.
56.
And Goslin will take third. So Cortez, Luthi, and Goslin.
From Norwich University is Anna
This-
Gosling. Congratulations, swimmers. Up next is event 48, men's 1650-yard freestyle championship final.
Cortez barely looked like she swam there. She wasn't even out of breath. Pretty amazing. And here is the mile entrance. We'll go down to Tim McDonald for our lane introductions.
And now swimming in your championship final. In lane 3 from Albertus Magnus College is Alexander Wynn. Lane 4 from Norwich University, Henry Valanova. Lane 5 from the University of St. Joseph, Victor Orzalek. Lane 6 from Norwich University, Connor Hallstrom. Lane 7 from Norwich University, Alex Soma. Lane 8 from Norwich University, Eugene Renzi. And in lane 9 from Regis, Gavin Olson.
Here we go. This is the men's 1650. We are off and swimming since they were seated with their 1,000 times, I see another potential mistake. So it looks like Albertus Magnus, which is where Mia Cortez went, looks like they may have not followed the instructions along with Regis, and they sent in their swimmers with they submitted their swimmers with their mile times and not their 1,000 times. So that is why Cortez was swimming out of lane 10 when she should have been in lane 6. So we're going to go and take a look at the top times in the GNAC right now on the men's side this year. It was Connor Hallstrom, the top time. Oh, no, that's 500. Hold on. Here we go. It is Connor Hallstrom regardless. 17:14:55. Alex Salima, 18:45. Gavin Olsen, 19:55. So Hallstrom, Salima, and Olsen are your top 3 as far as the conference is concerned.
Alex Soma, the 56.05, just over a second of separation between these two.
And Connor Hallstrom with the best cap in swimming, that gold Norwich University cap. I sense a battle all race long with his teammate here, Alex Salima. Again, Hallstrom has the top time in the conference, 17:14:55. So he's, a minute and a half faster than Salima. So you would say, you know what? Salima's got no chance. Nope, that's not how it works. And if you know Alex Salima, he would not be going down like that. So this should be a good battle, but you've quickly seen that Hallstrom and Salima have established themselves as the cream of the crop here in this men's 1650. I got to speak to Connor's mom a little bit earlier. We talked about that infamous gold cap that he wears. It's an older cap from last year. It's kind of one of those pass the cap down type of situation. So makes him very easy to identify in the pool. And it's just awesome. Love it. So Hallstrom leading the way, followed by Salima. Hallstrom continuing to lead the way. Alex Salima in second, Gavin Olsen in third. And it's no surprise that's the order here. Those are the top 3 in the conference this year with the mile times. Hallstrom and Salima from Norwich, Gavin Olsen from Regis. Hallstrom's holding pretty tight with those 30 mid, and Salima is 31 low. So we know better not to count Alex Salima out. If you watched Friday night's coverage of the 1,000, Salima was in second place right up until the 900-yard mark, where he all of a sudden hit a Super Mario Brothers power-up, and he just absolutely took off and overtook the leader to win the 1,000. So we know better than to not think he can't make that comeback here, because he certainly can.
Now in the books for Hallstrom and Soma.
500 yards under their belts. It is Connor Hallstrom, 5:27.26. Alex Salima, 5:35.49. So 8.25 seconds is the lead. You know, while we have some time here, just wanted to give kudos not only to WPI for being a great host, head coach Paul Bennett, always in the mix with these meets. How many times are you going to see the head coach of the hosting pool doing the announcing on diving? That's what Coach Bennett has done all weekend here. He has an amazing staff. Matty Katz, Spencer and Ricky Coffin, Tim McDonald's on PA. I mean, there's too many WPI folks to name. Alex Gutierrez and Rusty in the sports information department, all of the sports information team. So WPI really a first-class organization. The GNAC has done an amazing job with this championship meet, as they always do. Kudos to Johnny Williamson, who spearheads this for the conference. She does an amazing job. Joe Walsh, of course, the commissioner, was here this morning. Milton, Jannard Jones. We got a lot of people here that have made this a great experience for these student athletes, and many of them that are seniors, this is their last time that they will ever swim competitively. So that is something special. We tip our caps to everyone at WPI and the GNAC. And as I've mentioned before, I can't rave about it enough. The rebranding job that the GNAC did is absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen it, go to thegnac.com or just search Google for GNAC new logo. And what they have now compared to what they had is light years difference. It brings the conference right into the 2026 time period. And it's amazing, and it looks spectacular. We have the white logo on the bottom of the screen on the left-hand corner. That's a little special one. It has a couple swimmers and divers on the top left and bottom right if you look closely. Hallstrom remains our leader. He has now surged to a 15-second lead. We're about halfway through the race.
Slightly over halfway. Hallstrom with an 8:30.97 on the cumulative. If he continues to hold consistent splits, he's going to be in that low 17-minute territory.
Hallstrom, Salima, and Olsen, 1, 2, and 3. And again, really hard to keep track of everybody in the pool here. You have people at all ends. 5:52 Eastern Standard here at WPI on a frigid day in Worcester. You know, I've had cold days before. I've driven in the cold. I drove in the snowstorm yesterday, and there was a lot of wet, dirty slush on the road. And typically, you know, you keep driving a little, it just kind of falls off, whatever. Well, my car is frozen with brown slush. You can't even see the front grille or the license plate, and it's frozen solid. I mean, we have low single-digit temperatures here in Worcester. So pretty crazy. If you're on the roads out in this area tonight, be careful. Going to be a lot of ice. Connor Hallstrom leading the way. 9:32.18, through 950 yards. Alex Salima in second, Gavin Olson third. Not a word from you, Kevin. I don't want to hear about your 75 degrees and sunny. Probably on the patio grilling some burgers up right now. Us hardy folks here in the Northeast, in the New England area, we still have a few more months before we're going to get to 70. Probably May. Hallstrom continuing to look solid here, holding those. You know, he's been a model of consistency like Cortez. Since the 700-yard mark, he hasn't been under, or he hasn't been over a 30.7. So Hallstrom really doing some good work, staying very consistent. Hallstrom right there went a 31.06, so that's his first 31 split in a while. So maybe kicking it back just a slight bit. Maybe realizing, hey, I still got almost 500 yards to go. I have a very comfortable lead going into this race. Hallstrom knew it was going to be him and Salima. He already knew that he was about a minute and a half faster than Salima. So it's very easy to know your position in the pool at that point, especially as they intersect each other going in opposite directions. So it's very easy at this point for Hallstrom, unless he was chasing some sort of time standard or a record, so on and so forth. What's the conference record here? It looks like it's 16:27.79. That would be a gigantic time drop for him. So unless he's chasing something like that, it's very easy to kick it down a notch, to downshift, for lack of a better term, and just finish that race. And that's what he's doing now. Connor Hallstrom from Norwich Academy. Less than 400 yards to go. $1,300 down, 350 to go for Hallstrom. Alex Salima in second. Gavin Olson in third. If we weren't getting so close to the end here, I would have done a second round of Super Bowl trivia. We had a good time with that this morning. Had some really fun questions. Little Super Bowl trivia to help us get through the mile. But we are fastly approaching the end, at least Connor Hallstrom is. Hallstrom has picked up the pace a little bit since the 11:50, so we talked a little bit earlier about how he slowed down just a little. He started to have a couple 31 splits, but he's back down into the 30-point territory. He's been there since 11:50. 30.8 right there. Hallstrom really starting to step on the gas right here, 30.02. That's his fastest split in quite some time. 30.02. I don't think he's been at a 30.02. Jeez, he hasn't been there since the 150-yard mark. So 30.02. He starts to pick up the pace. What did he just go there? A 30.2. So Hallstrom really starting to pick it up now, approaching the 1575 mark. And there is the bell for Connor Hallstrom. We will go right in on Hallstrom here. Gold cap going from left to right. That is Connor Hallstrom. He's about to be your conference champion in the men's 1650 here in the GNAC. His final turn. And there he is, Connor Hallstrom, 16:40.89. His top time this year was 17:14. So a 30-plus second time drop for Hallstrom. Great job by Connor. Alex Salima will be the next to finish, and here he comes in lane 7. So Alex Salima will finish. And then we got to go back to our next swimmer will be lane 9, Gavin Olson, but he's only at the 1500 right now.
Attention coaches and swimmers, at the conclusion of the men's 1650, we'll be going right into our award ceremony for our women's and men's 50-yard breaststroke. If you have podium in either of those events, please make your way over to the announcer's table at this time.
Olson coming in at the 1550 mark, 100 yards to go. John Sully says 30 minutes to the Super Bowl. John, tell me something I don't know right now. Again, I got the elevated blood pressure. I got the sweats. I mean, when I say I'm a diehard Patriots fan, just like anybody who is really, really into sports, I am, live or die. I'll tell you all a quick, funny story that you may or may not care about, but I'm going to tell you anyway. My wife is a Giants fan, so be it. Terrible, I know. We were both raised in Rhode Island, but her father growing up was a big New York Giants fan, so she's a Giants fan. So as you know, the history in the Super Bowl with the New York Giants and the Patriots has not been good for the New England Patriots. They've lost 2 Super Bowls to the Giants. Both times we did not watch the Super Bowl together. The first time we didn't talk after for probably about a day and a half because she was taunting me a little bit, being a meanie. And the second time we didn't talk for about a half a day. So yeah, that's how it goes here. Olson comes in third in lane 9. All right, John Sully's a Pat fan too. All right, so you know the deal, John. Us Pats fans have to unite here, folks. And don't worry, when that game starts, I got it going on. I'm going to be giving a little bit of commentary mixed in. We're going to make sure we don't miss anything in the pool. Don't you worry. But we're going to get a little Patriots Super Bowl activity mixed in as well. So 2 more swimmers left in the water, about to finish. Alexander Wynn in lane 3, Henry Villanueva in lane 4. Again, our winner was Connor Hallstrom in lane 6. So there we go. Connor Hallstrom with the big splash and celebration. He is your winner, and we are going right into awards.
Women's 50-yard breaststroke. In third place with an official time of 34:14 from Regis is Sophia Nyland. In second place with an official time of 33:47 from Simmons, B. Eccles. And your 2026 GNAC Women's 50-yard breaststroke champion with an official time of 32:76 from Norwich University, Delaney Allen. Congratulations, swimmers. And now for our awards ceremony for event 46, men's 50-yard breaststroke. In third place with an official time of 28:23 from Regis, Ryan Kim. In second place with an official time of 27:99 from the University of St. Joseph, Nate Brasky. And your 2026 GNAC men's 50-yard breaststroke champion with an official time of 26:57 from Norwich University, Christian Nadalinitsky.
Ryan Kim doing an amazing job of trolling the New England fans here today, wearing the Seattle Seahawks DK Metcalf jersey. I mean, Ryan, DK is not even on the Seahawks anymore. I like it, though.
Congratulations, swimmers. We will now be resuming our session with event 49, women's 100-yard backstroke.
There is your start list, 100 backstroke, J.J. Bilo, Lions 2027. Listen, if Dan Campbell wasn't so fourth down crazy, you may have already been to a Super Bowl by now. Here is our national anthem singer, Emily Faint, in lane 7. But our fastest swimmer in this B final, Emma Terry, 1:13.14 this morning in prelims. So 100 back, keys to the race, good starts, good reaction time, keeping that head still, getting good shoulder rotation. You really want to get as much water as you can behind you and pull that water underneath you. And really the third thing, what I find the most important, is those hips, keeping those hips up, keeping that body parallel to the water with a strong kick. If you allow those hips to drop, you create drag. So if you create drag, that slows you down. If that slows you, slow equals bad, fast equals good. Emma Thierry leading the way here. And it will be Emma Terry in lane 6 from Regis. Pink cap, Emma Terry will get it done here. Let's check that time. 1:12.70. So good time job for Emma Terry. She is your winner. There's Emma. She got a big smile on her face. She's happy. We're happy that Emma's happy. It's all good. Emma Terry, your winner of your 100 breaststroke B final. We'll get to those full results. And then the walkout for the women's A finals as Malia De Villiers will finish up here in lane 3. $152.07. Nice job, Malia. So we get ready for the A final. So a little bit of an extended break here. I believe there was a DQ in the last heat. Head official Patrick Hunter made his way around and spoke to a coach. I didn't see what coach he spoke to. Do we know who got DQ'd there? Thank you very much. So we did have a DQ there. It was Carolyn Capel in lane 9. And now we will get ready to resume the broadcast with the intros.
Now swimming in your championship final. In lane 3 from St. Joseph's College, Elise Sosi. Lane 4 from the University of St. Joseph, Julia Wysocka. Lane 5 from Regis, Sophia Caruso. Lane 6 from Norwich University, Bergen Danger. Lane 7 from Simmons, Laura Luthi. Lane 8 from Norwich University, Ilana Kelleher. Lane 9 from Norwich University, Kylie Ferris. And in lane 10 from Norwich University is Deanna Parrott. Mr. Star.
Here we go, folks. The A final is upon us. Bergen Danger. It's my favorite name in swimming from Norwich. 105.55 this morning. She's our top seed, but there are other 105ers. Laura Luthi, 105.89. Sophia Caruso, 105.97. Caruso already won the one free. And we are off and swimming here in the A final of the women's 100-yard backstroke. Good, even measured start. It is Bergen Danger. It looks like she's out in front early. Tough to tell. Sophia Caruso is right there. I'll tell you, Sophia Caruso put on her fast racing suit today because she was flying through the one free. She's right up against that lane line with Danger. They were swimming about 6 inches apart from each other there. Danger gets away from that lane line a little bit, as does Caruso, but Caruso, what a turn. An amazing turn at the halfway mark. She was out in a 30.44. Another good turn, another underwater. Will this be another win for Sophia Caruso tonight? She starts to widen that lead at the flags and into the wall. It will be Sophia Caruso. 102.00. It's her second win of the night. Have yourself a day, Sophia Caruso from Regis. 1:02. She shaves almost 4 seconds off her time from this morning. What a swim. She's fired up. There's our full results as we get ready for the men's walkout.
Now swimming in your championship final. In lane 3 from Regis, Michael Zamoto. Lane 4 from Regis, Ariyaman Nagaraj. Lane 5 from Elms College, Jose Avila. Lane 6 from Norwich University, Drew Bilo. Lane 7 from the University of St. Joseph, Chris Capin. Lane 8 from Norwich University, Zach Pfeiffer. And in lane 9 from Norwich University, Michael Carpenter.
Here we go, men's 100-yard backstroke. Again, this is going to be a tough one to beat. Drew Bilo, 52.78. I hate to rule anyone out. Not really anyone close to Drew Bilo this morning. He had a 5+ seconds on the rest of the field. Chris Capin the closest at 58.09. I think this is going to be Drew Bilo from the 15-yard mark on. And there he goes. And folks, I hate to say it, but I think that is the race. Drew Bilo, just amazingly talented in the backstroke. Has amazing underwaters, uses that to his advantage, escapes that rough, choppy water up top, gets down underneath it. He's really a textbook backstroker. Those walls and those underwaters are what every young swimmer wishes they could do. And here's the final turn for Bilo. He doesn't take the underwater out as far that time, but he doesn't need to. Drew Bilo from Norwich, your GNAC 100 backstroke champion. 52.59, so he drops almost 0.2 of a second. Capin takes second, and Nagaraj takes third. So Drew Bilo, you're a winner. And I think that will take us into awards for the mile. Once Zamudo finishes up here, we'll get you that shot of Bilo. Oh, Bilo's getting out of the pool. No, don't get out of the pool yet. All right, well, we won't get that winner shot because people got out of the pool. So there are your final results. So we'll go down to awards for the mile. It'll be event 47.
And now for your awards ceremony for event 47, women's 1650-yard freestyle. In third place with an official time of 20:08:33 from Norwich University is Anna Gosling. In second place with an official time of 19:51:66 from Simmons, Laura Luthi. And your 2026 GNAC Women's 1650-yard freestyle champion with an official time of 19:18:38 from Albertus Magnus College, Mia Cortez.
There's Cortez winning it out of lane number 10. Cortez, Luthi, and Gosselin. Your top three in the women's 1650. Now to the men's side.
And now time for our award ceremony for event 48, men's 1650-yard freestyle. In third place, with an official time of 19:22.26, from Regis, Gavin Olson. In second place, with an official time of 17:21.78, from Norwich University, Alex Solima. And your 2026 GNAC men's 1650-yard freestyle champion, with an official time of 16:40.89, from Norwich University, Connor Hallstrom. Congratulations, swimmers. And now to resume our final session with event 50.
Up.
Championship final. In lane 4 from Norwich University, Caitlin Daly. Lane 5 from Regis, Jenna Silva. Lane 6 from the University of St. Joseph, Elena Nimchek. Lane 7 from Regis, Ava Hubster. Lane 8 from Regis, Vera Rivard. And in lane 9 from Regis is Margaret Rivard.
Here we go, Alina Niemczyk, our top seed here. She went at 2:31.60 this morning. Again, like our last race, she was 7 seconds faster than the next closest swimmer. That's Ava Hubster. We'll see what the finals do. Here is your A final. Off and swimming they go. And it is Niemczyk leading the way from University of St. Joseph. So we saw her have a really good swim this morning. And Niemczyk looking really strong here. She's out in a 30.58. Hubster 33.36, Jenna Silva 34.26. So Niemczyk looking strong very early, and this is exactly what she did this morning in her prelim swim. She was out early and often here, and as any swimmer will tell you, the two toughest races, apart from the distance events, would be the 2 fly and the 4 IM. And Niemczyk capitalizes on this. She says, hey, you know what? I'm going after it. I'm going out fast. And if you want to catch me, good luck. And that's what is happening right now. Niemczyk is flying through the water. So, Alina Niemczyk, again, 2:31.60 this morning. Niemczyk 50 yards away from a 2 butterfly conference championship.
40.08 on the third 50.
So Niemczyk looking good, looking strong. Hubster in second right now. Third place is Jenna Silva in lane 5, but it's all Alina Niemczyk. And here she comes in at the flags. Into the wall, it will be Alina Niemczyk, your two-fly conference champion. Ava Hubster will take second. And third place will go to Jenna Silva from Regis. Rivard finishes up there in lane 8. That was Vera. Margaret will finish up here in lane 9. But Alina Niemczyk, there she is, your conference champion.
Up next is event 52, men's 200-yard butterfly championship final.
We'll go right to the walkout of the men's two-fly.
Now swimming in your
Championship final. In lane 4 from Regis, Josh Dion. Lane 5 from the University of St. Joseph, Kyle Janoweski. Lane 6 from Norwich University, Andrew Clark. Lane 7 from Norwich University, Connor Hallstrom. Lane 8 from Norwich University, Anthony Helmer. And in lane 9 from the University of St. Joseph, Josh Deser.
So an absolutely brutal double-double tonight for Connor Hallstrom. The mile and the two-fly. What a tough kid. He's fired up on the blocks. Here we go, folks. Your men's 200 butterfly A final. I mean, Hallstrom just got out of the pool less than 20 minutes ago, probably. Andrew Clark, the favorite. Clark's best time is a 1:56. Hallstrom a 1:59. Clark was the only one under 2 minutes this morning, although Hallstrom came in 2:00:09. So this is all Andrew Clark right now. Looking extremely strong here. But so is Hallstrom after swimming the mile. Very, very impressive.
Connor Hallstrom with the 56.65. Both swimmers showing strength through this slow 50.
75 yards to go for Connor Hallstrom and Andrew Clark, but it is Andrew Clark from Norwich in lane 6. Leading the way, 50 yards away from a conference title in the two-fly. Hallstrom right behind him.
Some significant damage to his seat time. Connor
Record, conference record is a 155.78. I'll tell you, we got a shot here. Is Hallstrom going to get there? 155.78. And he just misses it. Just missed out. 156.26. Hallstrom takes second. Big race for third. It's going to be Anthony Helmer, and Norwich sweeps the podium. 1, 2, 3. Clark, Hallstrom, Helmer. They get it done. So Clark just off the conference record time. I thought he had it with about 15 yards to go. His conference records are just so hard to break. Clark was right there on the doorstep. And I believe after we get this winner shot here, there he is, some excitement in the water. Andrew Clark. There are your full results, and then we're going to head right over for awards for the women's and the men's 100-yard backstroke.
And now time for our award ceremony for event 49, women's 100-yard backstroke. In third place with an official time of 1:05:42 from Simmons is Laura Luthi. In second place with an official time of 1:05:19 from Norwich University is Alana Keller. And your 2026 GNAC Women's 100-yard backstroke champion with an official time of 1:02:00 from Regis is Sophia Caruso.
Caruso with another win, her second of the night in impressive fashion. Now we'll go to the men's awards for the 100 back.
Congratulations, Summers. And now time for our award ceremony for event 50, men's 100-yard backstroke. In third place with an official time of
59.23 from Regis, it's Ariyaman Nagaraj. In second place with an official time of 56.64 from the University of St. Joseph is Chris Capon. And your 2026 GNAC men's 100-yard backstroke champion with an official time of 52.59 from Norwich University, it's Drew Bilo.
Nice win for Drew Bilo there. Ran away from it, 52.59. We're going to move right into our 2IM next. It will be the B final of the 2IM. There is your start list.
Congratulations, Summers. And now to resume our final session with event 53, women's 200-yard IM consolation final.
Juliana Violet in lane 5, Charlotte Doherty in 6, Bree Letourneau in lane 7. We love the 2IM. Need to have a mastery of all 4 strokes to be a good 2IMer. They'll start out with the butterfly, move to back, head to breast, finish out with freestyle. Bree Letourneau from St. Joseph's College leading the way after the butterfly, 32.72. And here comes Juliana Violette from University of St. Joseph's. So you can see with each discipline of strokes that go on here in the IM, there are a changing of the positions. And right there, Violette went a 39.29, the fastest in the field. Doherty a 41.76, Letourneau a 43.35. So now you're really seeing Violette start to put some distance between herself, Doherty, and Letourneau with the breaststroke. Letourneau, Doherty chasing Violette right now, who looks to be pretty solid here.
158.78 on the cumulative time.
Violette went a 2:41.41 this morning. She was 6 seconds slower than Doherty. So what a performance here by Violette. Is she gonna break 2:34? I think so. It's gonna be close. Not break it, but
Consolation final.
soft touch there.
2:33.
So we can't show you results, but we'll show you the winner with no graphic. It was Juliana Violette. She soft touched the wall there. I think she was a 2:34 and change.
And now time for your championship final.
And now we'll get ready for the championship final.
And now swimming in your championship final. In lane 3 from Norwich University, Kylie Ferris. Lane 4 from Norwich University, Ashley Morin. Lane 5 from Simmons, B. Eccles. Lane 6 from Norwich University, Delaney Allen. Lane 7 from the University of St. Joseph's, Sarah Omar. Lane 8 from Elms College, Joni McGillis. Lane 9 from St. Joseph College, Elise Sosi. And in lane 10 from Norwich University, Abby Houghton.
Mr. Starter.
Delaney Allen, 2:20.37. She's found herself atop the podium multiple times here this weekend. She was the fastest in prelims this morning, followed by Sarah Omar at 2:22.51. This is your A final. Good start there by Delaney Allen. Wow. Amazing reaction time there.
Allen, your top seed from Norwich University, put up a 2:20.37.
Delaney Allen has been extremely impressive thus far this weekend.
Joseph with a 2:22.51. At the wall, it's Delaney Allen, 28.30.
28.29 for Allen. Omar just over a second behind, as is McGillis.
Sarah Omar on her heels, 29.
We've seen Omar be extremely impressive thus far this weekend in the 500 and the 1,000, amongst others, showing her versatility here with the 2IM. But right now it is Delaney Allen. Let's watch this turn into breaststroke that sometimes gives a lot of swimmers some problem if they do a crossover turn or what's called a bucket turn. If you don't execute it perfectly, can be a little disastrous for you. But Allen, it looks like, did it cleanly.
Starting to see some of the pack.
Delaney Allen starting to even widen that lead a little more over Sarah Omar from the University of St. Joseph. Just about 50 yards to go for Delaney Allen.
Delaney Allen with a solid 2 body lengths out front.
And when she gets a 2 body length lead heading into a 50 free, folks, there's not too many swimmers here in the GNAC that are gonna catch her. Omar making up a little bit of time here, but 25 yards to go, not enough pool.
Challenging for second. However, it's Delaney Allen out front.
It's gonna be Delaney Allen, Sarah Omar, and B. Eccles, 1, 2, and 3. 2:17.64 for Allen. Omar takes second, Eccles takes third.
Taking the women's 2IM.
There is your winner, Delaney Allen.
Congratulations, swimmer.
As we move into the finals here, final results. Allen, Omar, and Eccles, and we get ready for the walkout for the men's 200 IM A final.
Now swimming in your championship final. In lane 5 from Norwich University, Gabe Wettig. Lane 6 from Norwich University, Drew Bilo. Lane 7 from the University of St. Joseph, Aiden Hebb. And in lane 8 from Norwich University, Riken Vinema.
We look to have a pretty tight race here. Bilo again, your fastest time in prelims this morning. However, under a 2-second delta with Aiden Hebb from University of St. Joseph. Your men's 2IM A final is in the water.
And an almost perfect time as our men's championship final kicks off. So does Super Bowl 60 between the New England Patriots.
It's in the Seattle Seahawks. Patriots to kick, Seattle to receive. Well, let's see what these gentlemen can do within this 200-yard IM.
So Tim McDonald ready for the Patriots as well. Patriots won the opening coin toss, decided to defer. Seattle takes over 1st and 10 from their own 35, excuse me, as Drew Bilo continues to be our leader here. Bilo leading the way. He'll make that turn. He'll do a crossover turn from back to breast. Bilo leading the way. Followed by Aiden Hebb. So that's the way things went this morning in prelims in terms of times. Bilo, Hebb, and Wettig. Bilo has that probably 2.5 second, maybe 3 second lead on Hebb as they go into the freestyle. And no one is going to catch Drew Bilo here. Bilo with his second conference win of the evening. This time it's the 2IM. Conference record is 151. He's not on that, but he does finish up in a 158.95. Heb takes second, Wedig third. Nice performance all the way around there.
Congratulations, swimmers.
We'll go down.
We ask that our women and men who place in our 200-yard IM please make your way to the announcers table for your award ceremonies.
Are we doing IM awards here?
Excuse me.
Butterfly.
200-yard butterfly.
Yes. Not IM. I knew it was butterfly. So we'll wait for the awards. We're ready to go here for those awards for the 2 butterfly on the
And
women's.
now time for our award ceremony for event 51, women's 200-yard butterfly. In third place with an official time of 2:45.94 from Regis is Jenna Silva. In second place with an official time of 2:39.69 from Regis is Ava Hubster. And your 2026 GNAC Women's 200-yard butterfly champion with an official time of 2:28.76 from the University of St. Joseph, Alina Limechuk.
Niemczyk takes the top spot here from St. Joseph, 228.76. A little switcheroo of the medals there.
That doesn't look like Darcy. I'm confused.
Congratulations, swimmers. And now time for our award ceremony for event 52, men's 200-yard butterfly. In third place with an official time of 2:09.81 from Norwich University, Anthony Helmer. In second place with an official time of 2:00.68 from Norwich University, Connor Hallstrom. And your 2026 GNAC Men's 200-yard butterfly champion with an official time of 1:56.26 from Norwich University is Andrew Clark.
Oh.
Congratulations, swimmers. And now, to introduce our diving event for tonight, starting with event 25, women's 3-meter diving.
Where's the drums?
Ooh, girl, you're shining like a Fifth Avenue diamond, and they don't make you like they used to. You're never going out of style. Ooh, pretty baby, this world might have gone crazy. The way you save me, who could blame me when I just wanna make you smile? I wanna throw you like Michael.
To introduce your women's 3-meter diving tonight, in reverse order for the standings, established earlier today from Norwich University, Ava LePage. From the University of St. Joseph, Lily Garcia. From Regis, Christina Honda Dupree. From the University of St. Joseph, Sophia Simones. From the University of St. Joseph, Kira Giger. And your current top seed with a point placement of 177.05 from Norwich University is Riley Latala.
Doing it's not style. I'ma pick you up in a Cadillac like a gentleman, bring it glamour back, keep it real to real in the way I feel. I could walk
And now to introduce your men's 3-meter divers. In reverse standings from earlier today, from Regis is Josh Dion. From Regis, Michael Zamuto. And currently leading with an overall point score of 158.75 from the University of St. Joseph is Henry Pennell. Good luck to our divers tonight.
For a quick update on the Super Bowl,
Seattle received the ball first, marched down the field to the 25-yard line, was denied a touchdown by the New England Patriots defense, converted for 3 points. New England now has the ball on the 25.
Little bit of a delayed start here for the diving. So once we get started, we will pipe in the audio of the diving announcer, head coach Paul Bennett.
and welcome to the finals of 3-meter women's and men's diving. Our diving order tonight will be Ava LePage, Norwich University; Lily Garcia, University of St. Joseph; Christina Dupree, Regis College; Sophia Simoes, University of St. Joseph; Kira Geiger, University of St. Joseph; Riley Latalia, Norwich University; Joshua Dion, Regis College; Michael Zamoto, Regis College; Henry Pennell, University of St. Joseph. Round 1. Ava, we're ready for you. Ava LePage, Norwich University, 101C 1.4. Scores: 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5, 3, 4. Lily, 101A 1.6. Scores: 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Christina, 201B, 1. Christina, 201B 1.8. Scores: 5, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 5, 5. Sophia, 101B 1.5. Scores: 4 and 1/2, 5, 5, 5 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Kira, 103B 1.6. Scores: 5 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 5, 6. Riley, 105C 2.2. Scores: 5, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Joshua, 103B 1.6. Scores: 5, bingo. Michael, 103B 1.6. it doesn't work on Androids. Scores. 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 6, 5 and 1/2. Henry, 103C, 1.5. Scores. 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5, 5, 5. Scores. 5, 5, 5, 5, 4 and 1/2. Lily, 103C, 1.5. Scores. 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2, 5. Christina, 401B, 1.4. Scores. 5 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 6, 6, 5. Sophia, 103C, 1.5. Scores. 4 and 1/2, bingo. Kira, 201A, 1.9. Scores. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 and 1/2. Riley, 5132D. D. Scores. 5, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 6. Joshua, 401B, 1.4. Scores. 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. Michael, 5211A, 2.0. Scores. 4 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2. Henry, 202A, 1.8. Scores 5, 5 and 1/2, 5, 5 and 1/2, 5. Leading off round 3, Ava, 302C, 1.7. Four and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2. Lily, 302C, 1.7. Scores 4, 5, 5, 4, 4 and 1/2. Christina, 403C, 1.9.
I think you should listen to 3 adults who can't come close to doing what you're doing. And take our advice.
Scores 5, 5, 5 and 1/2, 6, 5. Sophia, 201A, 1.9. Scores 4 and 1/2, bingo. Kira, 302C, 1.7. Scores 5 and 1/2, 6, 5, 5, 5. Riley. Riley, 204C, 2.0. Scores 5, 4 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2, 5. Joshua, 403C, 1.9. Scores 3 and 1/2, 4, 4, 4 and 1/2, 4. Michael, 5231D, 2.0. Scores 4, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2. Henry 302C 1.7. Scores 5, 5 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5. Beginning round 4, Ava 402C 1.4. Scores 4 and 1/2, 5, 5, 5, 5. Lily 201A 1.9. Scores 4, 4 and 1/2, 4, 4, 4 and 1/2. Christina 103B 1.6. Scores 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2. Sophia 302C 1.7. Scores 4 and 1/2, 5, 5, 4, 4 and 1/2. Kira 401B 1.4. Scores 4 and 1/2, 5, 5, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2. Riley 304C 2.1. Scores 5, 5, 5 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Joshua 201B 1.8. Scores 2, 1 and 1/2, 1 and 1/2, 2, 2. Michael 403C, 1.9. Scores: 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 5. Henry, 401C, 1.3. Five and 1/2, 6 and 1/2, 5, 6 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2. Entering round 5, Ava, 202A, 1.8. Scores: 4 and 1/2, 4, 4 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2. Lily, 5211A, 2.0. Scores: 4, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 4, 4 and 1/2. Christina, 5132D, 2.1. Incomplete dive. 401B, 1.4. Nice dive. Scores: 5 and 1/2, 6, 5 and 1/2, 6, 5 and 1/2. Is that Kira? Kira, 403C, 1.9. Nice dive. Scores: 5, 5 and 1/2, 6, 5, 5 and 1/2. Riley, 403C, 1.9. Scores: 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 and 1/2. 5211A 2.0. Scores 3, 4, 4 and 1/2, 4, 4. Michael 203C 1.9. Scores 3 and 1/2, 4, 3 and 1/2, 4, 4. Henry 404C 2.4. Maybe not. 3 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 4, 4. Beginning our 6th and final round of diving. Ava 5222D. Scores 4, 3 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2, 2, 4. Scores 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 4 and 1/2, 4, 4 and 1/2. Christina 302C 1.7. Scores 4, 4 and 1/2, 4, 4, 4. Sophia 5111A 2.0. Scores 3 and 1/2, 4, 3 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2, 4. Kira 5132D 2.1. Scores 5, 4 and 1/2, 5, 4 and 1/2, 5. Joshua 301B 1.9.
I just keep pulling it up on my phone. But Scott had it on his phone. I grabbed some crackers.
Scores 3 and 1/2, 4, 5, 4, 4. Michael 303C 2.0. Scores 4, 3 and 1/2, 3 and 1/2, 4, 4. Our final diver of the evening, Henry 5331D 2.1. Scores 4 and 1/2, 5 and 1/2, 4, 4 and 1/2, 4. Thank you, and that concludes 3-meter diving. Click. We can.
And that concludes our diving event for this evening's finals. I would now kindly ask that our women and men who have placed in our 200-yard IM, please make your way to the announcer's table for your award ceremonies. And now for your award ceremony.
For event 53, women's 200-yard IM.
In third place with an official time of 2:24.06 from Simmons, B. Eccles. In second place with an official time of 2:20.40 from the University of St. Joseph, Sarah Omar. And your 2026 GNAC Women's 200-yard IM champion with an official time of 2:17.64 from Norwich University is Delaney Allen. Congratulations, Summers. And now for our award ceremony for event 54, men's 200-yard IM. In third place with an official time of 2:06.67 from Norwich University, Gabe Wettig. In second place with an official time of 2:03.06 from the University of St. Joseph, Aiden Hebb. And your 2026 GNAC Men's 200-yard IM champion with an official time of 1:58.95 from Norwich University, Drew Bilo. Congratulations, swimmers. And now, to resume our final session with our final two events of the weekend. Starting with event 59, women's 400
Can we
yard
move to
medley
event
relay
59, please?
Championship final.
Thank you very much. Sorry. So 400 medley relays. These are our final two races of the night of these great GNAC conference championships.
Swimmers, relax.
So a little problem with the backstroke wedge in lane 5. Veteran official Ed Gardner looks like he's down there getting his hands dirty, getting it fixed. Ed is always the man, well known in the New England swimming world. Nice job by Ed as we're ready for the start. Off and swimming we go. Norwich University A, the top seed, Danger, Allen, Pikarczyk, and Kelleher. We'll see how things shake out. Simmons is only a second behind them in the seedings. Regis with a good start by Sophia Caruso. .31.63 for Caruso there. Good out. She's having an amazing night. 2 conference championships, titles, and look at the start here for Regis in lane 8. She'll hand it off to Sophia Nyland with the lead. So nice job there by Caruso. I wish Caruso played for the Patriots tonight. She might provide them with a little bit of offense and a little bit of a semblance of a clue on how to play against a tough defense. But Nyland in the water right now. Leading the way for Regis in lane 8. She's followed by University of St. Joseph in lane 5. Actually, now it's Norwich who has taken over second place. It's Delaney Allen in the water for Norwich. Norwich and the University of St. Joseph have taken over the lead here in the breaststroke leg. Delaney Allen with that slight lead. Extremely strong breaststroke kick. Allen will hand it over to Pikarczyk. And look at this. Lanes 5, 6, and 7. University of St. Joseph, Norwich University, Simmons University. Simmons now takes the lead. That's Carly Quinlan in the water. Quinlan's had herself a great senior year conference championship. This would be her final swim, looking to make it count here. Simmons and Quinlan lead the way. Omar and University of St. Joseph are second. Norwich is third. B. Eccles, it's her job now to protect a big 4 1/4 second lead over the final 100 yards. So what a swim there for Quinlan. That is when Simmons took over the lead. Right now it is all B. Eccles, it is all Simmons in lane 7. Trying to send their seniors out. And they will do just that. So Simmons will take it out of lane 7. The team of Luthi, Long, Quinlan, and B. Eccles, 4:16.65. Norwich with a strong anchor leg from the birthday girl, Alana Kelleher, takes second, and University of St. Joseph takes third in our penultimate race of the evening. Nice job there by Eccles. She smiles. There are your full results.
Congratulations, Summers. And now for your final event of the weekend.
Final event is upon us. It's the men's 400-yard
Championship final.
medley relay. Regis in lane 5, Norwich in 6, University of St. Joseph in 7. Thank you, Anna Johanes. Appreciate the comment. In the water they go, our final race of the evening here at the 2026 GNAC Swim and Dive Conference Championships. Adrian Riendo leading it off for Norwich. Nagaraj for Regis, Capon for University of St. Joseph. Good fast turn there by Riendo. All in one motion, gets those legs whipped around nice and fast.
University of St. Joseph, 27.87. Regis over 29.68.
Riendo coming in. He will hand it off to Christian Adlianitsky.
His teammates call him up. There goes Christian Adlianitsky hopping into the pool for the second leg of this format. University of St.
Norwich leading the way, followed by University of St. Joseph and Regis. Heb in the water for University of St. Joseph. Kim for Regis. It's Christian Adlianitsky for Norwich.
A quick first 50, 26.48 on the split. University of St. Joseph's also showing speed, 27.46.
Adlianitsky will hand it over to Andrew Clark for the butterfly. Clark in the water. Nice conservative relay start there. No need to push it with a 4-second lead.
Rounding the halfway point, 152.25. Kyle Janowiski in the booth for University of St. Joseph. And there goes Andy Martin for Regis.
Clark in the water for Norwich, Januszewski for University of St. Joseph, and it's Martin for Regis. Norwich still holding on to that lead. It's ballooned up to almost 6 seconds right now. Lowe awaits the transition, and here he goes. Lowe is in the water for Norwich.
University, 100 yards remain on this weekend's 2026 GNAC Swimming and Diving Championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of this relay, we will be going down for awards for diving, the 400 Medley Relay, and the Championship Cup. So stick with us for that.
23.98.
Norwich and Lowe.
Norwich University coming down the line.
Here he comes, and it's Norwich University.
To sign, seal, and deliver this men's
3:35.49 for Norwich.
3:35.49.
Second place goes to University of St. Joseph. They go 3:42.94. Regis will take third when they finish, but it was the team of Riendo, Adlianitsky, Clark, and Lowe getting it done for the conference title in the men's 400-yard medley relay.
And here comes Regis with an unofficial 4:05.96, taking third. Congratulations, swimmers, on a very successful and fast weekend here at WPI. I would kindly ask that our women's and men's 3-meter diving and 400-yard medley relays please make your way to the announcer's table for your award ceremonies.
So we will head down for awards. First will be the diving awards.
And now time for our awards ceremony for event 25, women's 3-meter diving. In third place with a cumulative score of 139.75 from the University of St. Joseph is Sophia Simons. In second place with a cumulative score of 160.65 from the University of St. Joseph is Kira Giger. And your 2026 GNAC Women's 3-meter diving champion with a cumulative score of 183.55 from Norwich University is Riley Latala. Congratulations, divers. And now for our awards ceremony for event 56, men's 3-meter diving. In third place with a cumulative score of 124.5 from Regis is Josh Dion. In second place with a final score of 149.65 from Regis is Michael Zamato. And your 2026 GNAC men's 3-meter diving champion with a final score of 154.35 from the University of St. Joseph, Henry Pennell. Congratulations to our divers. And now for our awards ceremony for event 59, women 400-yard medley relay. In third place with an official time of 4:25.96 is the University of St. Joseph. In second place with an official time of 4:21.02 is Norwich University. And your 2026 GNAC Women's 400-yard medley relay champions with an official time of 4:16.65. From Simmons is Laura Luthi, Julia Long, Kylie Quinlan, and B. Eccles. Congratulations, swimmers. And now for our awards ceremony for event 60 men's 400-yard medley relay. In third place with an official time of 4:05.96 is Regis. In second place with an official time of 3:42.94 is the University of St. Joseph. And your 2026 GNAC men's 400-yard medley relay champions with an official time of 3:35.49 from Norwich University, it's Adrian Rindau, Christian Adelanitsky, Andrew Clark, and Noah Lowe. Congratulations, swimmers. And now for the most anticipated awards ceremony of the weekend. I would kindly preface, if I call anyone's individual names, please make your way to the backdrop for the procession of this cumulative weekend award ceremony. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention towards the backdrop for the presentation of our swimming and diving major award winners, as well as the presentation of our runner-up and championship plaques. Here to present the awards on behalf of the Great Northeast Athletic Conference is the GNAC Assistant to the Commissioner and Meet Director. Give it up for Johnny Wilmanson. First, we would like to recognize our major award winners and individual sportsmanship teams. The Great Northeast Athletic Conference recognizes student athletes by each participating institution on the all sportsmanship team. These student athletes represent their institutions by embodying the values of the conference, which are community, sportsmanship, and integrity. At this time, we would like to honor those individuals on the all sportsmanship team. First, for our women's swimming and diving, from Albertus Magnus College, Alyssa Defoe. From Elms College, Joni McGillis. From Norwich University, Deanna Parrott. From Regis College, Vera Rivard. From the St. Joseph's College of Maine, Elise Sosi. From Simmons University, B. Eccles. And lastly, from the University of St. Joseph College of Connecticut is Juliana Violet. One more round of applause for our women's swimming and diving all sportsmanship team. Next up, the individuals on the all sportsmanship team. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. One more big round of applause. Congratulations, ladies. And now for the individuals on the all sportsmanship team for men's swimming and diving. From Albertus Magnus College is Alexander Wynn. From Elms College is Jose Avila. From Norwich University is Noah Lowe. From Regis College is Michael Zamoto. And lastly, from the University of St. Joseph, Connecticut is Nate Brasky. Congratulations, gentlemen. As well as a big congratulations to all athletes who are recognized for those values of community, sportsmanship, and integrity. You are our future leaders. Keep up the good work. Next, we would like to honor the recipient for the Institutional Sportsmanship Award. The recipient of both the 2026 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Men's and Women's Swimming and Diving Institutional Sportsmanship Award goes to Elms College. Elms College, please come on up to get your picture taken in front of the backdrop. Let's give them a big round of applause as they process all the way up to the top. Congratulations to Elms College. And now to honor our women in the GNAC League. For the Women's Swimming and Diving Coach of the Year, the 2026 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Women's and Swimming Diving Coach of the Year award goes to Michael Prout Jr. of Simmons University. Congratulations, Coach Prout. Next, we have a double feature for our award. For the Women's Rookie and Swimmer of the Year. This winner of both of these honors for the 2026 Women's Swimming and Rookie of the Year with a total combined of 80 points from Norwich University is Delaney Allen. Congratulations, Delaney. Next, the Women's Diver of the Year. The winner of the 2026 Women's Diving of the Year with 40 points from Norwich University is Riley Latala. Congratulations, Riley. And now to honor our men's swimming and diving. For the Men's Swimming and Diving Coach of the Year, the 2026 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Coach of the Year award goes to Alexandra Albert of the University of St. Joseph, Connecticut. Congratulations, Coach Albert. And now, for the Men's Rookie of the Year, the winner of the 2026 Men's Rookie of the Year with 27 points from Norwich University is Gabe Wettig. Congratulations, Gabe. And now, for the Men's Diver of the Year, the winner of the 2026 Men's Diver of the Year with 18 points from the University of St. Joseph is Henry Pennell. Congratulations, Henry. And now, for the Men's Swimmer of the Year, the winner of the 2026 Men's Swimmer of the Year with 36 points from Norwich University is Drew Bilo. Congratulations, Drew. And now for our championship presentation of the runner-up and championship plaques. First, for our women's swimming and diving. The 2026 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Women's Swimming and Diving runner-up with 699.5 points is the University of St. Joseph. Will the head coach of the University of St. Joseph and the captains please come up to the drop back and accept your plaque? Congratulations to our runners-up, the University of St. Joseph. And now, the 2026 Great Northeast Athletic Conference Women's Swimming and Diving Champions with 1,058.5 points is Norwich University. Will the head coach and captains please come up and accept your plaque? One more big round of applause for your 2026 Women's GNAC Swimming and Diving Champions. Congratulations, ladies. Lastly is the presentation of our runner-up and championship plaques for men's swimming and diving. The 2026 Great Northeast Athletic Conference men's swimming and diving runner-up with 207.5 points is the University of St. Joseph. Will the head coach and captains please come up to accept your plaque? Congratulations to our runner-up, the University of St. Joseph. And finally, the 2026 Great Northeast Athletic Conference men's swimming and diving champions with 462.5 points is Norwich University. Will the head coach and captains please come up to accept your plaque? One more big congratulations to the 2026 men's swimming and diving champions, Norwich University. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your support of this three-day 2026 GNAC Swimming and Diving Championships event here at WPI. A big shout out to our officials and volunteers who helped facilitate this meet. For post-meet information, please visit www.thegnac.com. Everyone, please have a safe trip home, and thank you once again. And one last thing, go Patriots!